Good morning. My name is Kelsey Duncan, and today I am here to show you how to fry an egg. Before we get started, we are going to need a couple things. In addition to our stove, we will need a frying pan, a spatula, cooking spray, a bowl, and of course, our egg. The first step to frying an egg is to heat up the frying pan. So we're going to set our stove to a medium heat and get this going. Next thing we need to do is we're going to spray down our pan. We want to make sure that we're using a bit of cooking spray. Some people like to use a little bit of butter just on the bottom of the pan so that the egg doesn't stick. Now while we wait for that to warm up, we're going to crack our egg. Some people like to crack the egg directly into the pan, but the only problem with that is if you let a little bit of eggshell in the bottom, it could get cooked right into the egg right away. We don't want that. And as well, if the egg happens to be rotten, you can always see that and check before you start cooking it. So here we go. We cracked the egg right into the bowl. And as you can see, it's a perfectly healthy egg. There's no debris, no shell in there. We're ready to go. Now that our pan is nice and heated up, we should be able to gently pour the egg into the bowl. You can hear it sizzling. That means the pan's nice and hot, and the egg's going to start cooking right away, which is exactly what we want. Now, the reason we poured it gently in there is so that we didn't crack the yolk. That's pretty important. When you're frying your egg, you don't want to crack the yolk. Once your egg is in there and starts cooking, you can see the egg whites starting to get a little more firm and a little more opaque in color. You can add some spices like salt and pepper, or I like to add paprika. It's whatever you choose. You can just spread a little bit on there. Perfect. Now, if you're cooking a sunny side up egg, this is the perfect time to take a cover for your frying pan and put it over top. The reason you're doing this is the cover is going to allow steam to build up in the pan. And that steam is going to be nice and hot, and it can gently cook the top of the egg while the frying pan cooks the bottom. So you can let it cook like that. Or if you're a little too impatient, like I can be sometimes, I know the mornings can be a busy time for everyone, we can just fry the egg right away. So once it gets looking like this, where it's almost solid, that bottom piece, it's getting nice and opaque, most of the egg is cooked, it's nice and white on top, we can flip that baby over. Gently. You want to try and go as gently as possible so you don't break the yolk. And this should be the quickest part. It should only take another moment or two, maybe 30 seconds before your egg is nice and cooked. Just getting my plate ready here. Shouldn't take long. You can lift it up just a little bit to see if it's cooked. This one looks all right. So we're gonna one last time flip it as gently as we can. I like to bring my plate right up to the frying pan in case anything falls. And there we have it. We have a beautifully fried egg with a lovely runny center.